Well, hello, all you beautiful people out there in the internet. Moralgamer here. How's it going? How you doing? Things okay? All right, we having fun? So this question actually is one I've been kicking around for a while. I actually took and I did what is it? CL. Let me see what it is I'm using here. CLZ Games is what I'm using, which is actually a really good application for indexing your games that actually allows you to scan your games. No, I'm not getting paid by them. Hey guys, you want to throw some money my way? Hey, great. By the way, for all you out there viewing, Patreon link below, support link below. Help me out a little bit, Hey, I'm not too proud to beg. Any rate, though, what is the average library size for a gamer? I'm actually kind of curious, and I'm kind of curious to get some information on the demographics of a gamer, more or less. I mean, what's your collection look like? How much of it are you playing? How many of the games have you played out of what you have as a collection? How much do you review? In your total life, how many do you have? What do you have? How much have you finished? Things like that, It's kind of interesting because I was reading a few different blogs out there, and surprisingly, some of the ones that have done some research on this, some of the people who've put stuff out there say that the average person has about a 50 to 100 game library. I mean, a couple of the polls I saw, 49% of gamers out there had less than 100 games. And then as you get higher, it kind of drops off and gets sparse. But then, interesting enough, on one of the polls, it said that you actually had a jump to about 24% of gamers out there had over 500 games in their library. And I'm scratching my head at that one going, okay, so you have the majority of people, 50%, will have less than 100 games. But then again, you have essentially the people who are collectors, which is about a quarter, 1 in 4. I just know it's 24%, but I'm going to round it up. 1 in 4 gamers essentially out there is going to be that person who's got the mega collection, who has tons and tons of games and probably has never played them, has 7 lifetimes worth in games, but really hasn't even played a full lifetime worth. So it's kind of interesting to me to see how that works. And I'm curious out there, I'm kind of curious what the numbers would be. So I'm going to actually put my own poll out there. I'm going to put my own poll, try and figure out, where the number lays. And I kind of want to get some demographics. Not necessarily, I kind of want to get a little information, kind of figure it out who has what. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to publish my own poll. I'll put a link below as well. And see how I can slice and dice it. Because I do want to know. I want to know, okay, so are people who have these epic collections, are they really playing all of them? How much of your collection is physical? How much of your collection is digital? Things like that. I kind of would like to do a little bit more in-depth analysis of what a person's collection really is. And so I really am curious to see what people have. So I'm going to put that actually in, like I said, the links below. If I can do a card here, whatnot, doing it without Google going, nope, you can't do this. Okay, fine, whatever. But I'm also kind of curious too. I would assume that your average person who's like in a highly populated area is going to be more likely to have games than a person in the suburbs or something like that, versus a person who's like in a rural area or something. Or maybe there's something else I'm not thinking about. Maybe it's like your urban population, because they have quicker access to a GameStop and whatnot, they're always trading out their games. I don't know. I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. And once I have some results, I definitely want to share them with you guys. I think I'm going to leave this poll up for a while and then post it every once in a while, because I'm very, very interested to find out what the life cycle of a game library is. Especially when you look at people like, when I was growing up, like I said, the average person, if you were lucky, had about 20 games. Well, most people I know nowadays have libraries of more than 20 games. There's this one person that we babysit for every now and again. I know, yes, you're babysitting at an older age. Yeah, sometimes, you got people, they watch your kids. When you go on a date, you watch their kids. Hey, whatever. But thing is that they're sitting there and they got about 50 games for their systems and whatnot. And it's like, okay, that's interesting, but then again, they've also got kids who have damaged some of the discs and stuff like that and scratched up. So I wonder how many of those are working. So I definitely would be curious to see who has what and what factors play into it too. I mean, are you bound to find younger gamers out there who have massive collections? Is it just the older gamers who have been doing it for, 30, 40 years, like myself, who have those, epic collections? We've got stuff going all the way back to the 1960s. Not really, but you get the point, right? I would be very curious to see what happens in this. So if you're watching here on YouTube, I'm going to have link below. If you're listening to this as a podcast, because I'm going to start podcasting things out as well, basically, visit my YouTube channel. I should be able to get this posted up here. My website's in some disarray right now. I just need to actually get something functional so I can start publishing again, because I got to get that sucker running. You know how it works, right? But at any rate, though, curious your thoughts, comments below as well, and please take the survey. I'm very curious what you have in your library, how extensive your library is, because after all, gamers love games, right? So do you keep the games? Do you keep the ones you love? Or do you just trade them out? Comments below, and I look forward to catching you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.